It's been a lot of time since I sat here at the hobby table, and yeah, I think it's been something like 6 weeks after the almost disaster from step 11. I kinda lost my appetite. In the meanwhile, many things happened, and one of the things happening was that I moved downstairs. The basement is still not finished. It's in the same shape as it was before, but I brought here the whole office and the hobby table, and I'm curious how I will adapt here, and this is why I did this exercise. I know at some point I will have to empty the basement for the works to proceed, but I don't know if it's gonna be anytime soon. We'll see about that. Now we got to the funnels, and the funnels are covered by steps 13 and 14, and I think I'm gonna do them together, if not in the same episode, but perhaps they should be treated together because they kinda resemble. We have for each funnel, there are two funnels, small one, the forward one, the small one, and the rear one, the large one. They have these bases, which are pieces G4 and E19. They have the bodies, which are quite obvious here, and each of them they have a crown, E15 and E18. Where is E18? This one. Small, large. Okay. On top of that crown, I guess each funnel has some photo etch. Has one lower grating, then there is a support for the upper grating, and there is the upper grating itself. Let me zoom in here. Lower grating, support, upper grating. This upper grating has to be bent. This is the famous spider Ron Calverley was talking about when he did the hood and the other ships. Now for the large funnel, for the larger one, for the second one, we have this photo etch. Lower grating, support, upper grating. These ones I've painted already with one, I don't remember what kind of grey. I will have to repaint them black, and these ones to paint them black. And this should be all, or almost all, for the funnels. Almost, because we still have some pipes K9. The K9 these ones, one, two, and the other sprue there, other two. We need 3 of them, 2 for the large funnel, 1 for the small funnel. So and there is my first idea was to let them unpainted, but then I don't know how to show it to you. You cannot really see it, but I can. Here there is a shadow in the plastic, and there is another one here in diagonal, and there is another one here. I'm curious if I can zoom enough as to be visible. Curious. Yeah, you can see it. It's not a scratch, it's a shadow in the plastic. You can barely see it actually. No worries. So I've decided to paint the funnels and later on the masts. The question is, should I paint them like kind of gray, or should I jump to the field gray? I don't know. The field gray would be very tempted, because I want to paint the funnels, the masts, and the tops of the turrets the same color. Gray or field gray? That's the question. Now if you go back to step 1 of this series, I said that these were supposed to be the colors used on the ship from bottom to top. Hull red for the hull, XF9, XF1 the flat black for the waterline, XF24 the dark gray for the upper half of the hull, the above water, and then for the superstructure medium sea gray, XF83 I was thinking at that time, and then the field gray XF65 for the masts and perhaps for the top of the turrets. Now this is exactly what we did for the hull. Red hull, black, dark gray. Now what should I do for the funnel and masts now? Because again, if I look to these two colors, the plastic and the medium sea gray, they are basically the same color. Do I want to paint them the same color as the plastic? That's the existential question all the time. Or maybe I could go to the field gray for the funnel and mast. Yeah. And I said at that time that these two might change because I knew I will not be able to decide very easily what to do with the superstructure. Remember the first part, the big part of the superstructure, whatever we did until now, it was left unpainted except these decks, which are linoleum, but all the rest is unpainted. I decided to leave it like this, as is. As is. Should I come now on top of this with the field gray? I don't know. I will have to decide. Well, if the first idea was to paint the funnels and the masts this color, and the second idea was to leave them unpainted, and the third idea was to make them field gray, I think at least for the funnels I'm gonna stay with the second idea, not paint them at all. Of course I will paint the tops, the gratings, black, and that would be all. Even with the shades that are on some of the plastic pieces, I don't mind very much. And frankly, from a certain distance, you cannot see them. In other news, I did a dry run to see how the island would match on the ship, and it matches quite okay. I'm happy about this one. Yes. This ring, this support ring, the A10, it has some very small legs, and I think those legs will need to be bent at a vertical, from what I could gather from the instructions. That will be fun. For now, let's just paint them, and we'll see from there, as usual. This spider, the top grating, I intend to paint the other side too. I have a feeling it's more visible than the other ones. You know me, I'm very lazy. The other ones I didn't paint, both sides. And we have to apply the same treatment for the pieces going to the large funnel. I didn't want to start the airbrush, the compressor, only for this flimsy photo etches. Maybe I should have. Some of the legs of this spider, how I call it, are already bent out of shape. Have to do something about that. But maybe not yet. I think we are done with this one. Maybe, just maybe, a bit of something here. No, I'm gonna leave it like this. It's gonna dry and we'll see about the rest. Now this is the base for the first funnel. There is a small hole in there, I don't know what that's for. And the piece has a key here. You don't see it, let me zoom. You still don't see it. Now you see it. There is a key over there. I don't know what that's doing either, but we'll find out. And then for the first funnel we need the E2 and E4, which are these pieces here. E2 and E4. The way I cut them, they have a lot of residue, so I will have to cut that residue and file the piece properly. And here on this piece we have the equivalent, the correspondence of this key. So we know exactly this piece where it's gonna stay. Okay. I don't think they will match yet because I didn't file them. No, not a chance. Maybe before filing I should try to clean them more. No, definitely it's gonna take some fine filing. I think I'm gonna do it by hand, not with a machine. I brought an 80 and then a 180. Maybe a couple of movements with 80 will do the trick. It seems good to me. I still have something on this side. Okay. Now this one, very little here with the 180. Just a couple of movements. That's about it. And the other end. I think first with the big one. And now they are quite okay. So this side is with the key here, so it's gonna be down, and this side is up, and this one's glued, it will be the first funnel, and it will come like this on the base. Okay. Then we'll have to install the E15. The E15, which is the first crown, the small tunnel the small funnel crown. I call it crown, I don't know how to call it. The top of the funnel. This one. This one too will need some love. Okay. So it's supposed to come on top. And then we'd have to insert over there the lower grating, this one. I don't know how that grating will stay inside. There is like a groove, like a line, like an oval line in there. You can see it now, and I have a feeling that first grating is staying on that line. I mean on this line here. Let's put the top back. I think so. Then the intermediate support, this one, will have to come on top, I guess. And then the spider on top of everything. Yeah, interesting. And there are two small pieces, photo A8. A8. This is the A. But who is the 8? These ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for each funnel. Let's take a look at them. What they do. And I didn't even paint them. They should be paint black for sure. I didn't do it. No worries, I'll do it off camera. And it's not clear for me how they are supposed to be fixed, but apparently they are on top of this first grating. One would be here and one would be there. Interesting. We'll see how everything matches. I think the first part would be to paint these ones black and to glue the funnel in place, the big pieces. I think that would be for the next episode. Thank you for watching.